Good morning, everyone. After doing a lot of work in the reader, now it's turn to do your grammar. In grammar, we are doing active and passive voice. Now, first thing that this is actually a grammar topic where you need the knowledge about tenses very nicely. The knowledge about tenses very nicely is needed here. But just because you don't need to worry, because this is just the beginning for you. You are in class 5, so we have very few kinds of tenses being used here. You don't need to worry about it, but please keep revising your tenses. Please keep revising your tenses, because now they would be needed every time. Okay, you can watch that video related to tenses again and learn, or go through it, read, ask your doubts in the class. Please ask your doubts in the class, but you have to be very clear about tenses. Now, active and passive voice. What do we mean by it? Voice means how we speak. Voice means how we speak. First thing, usually we speak in active voice. 90% times we speak in active voice. Active voice means we first name the person doing the work, and then we say ki what did the person do, or what is the person doing. So the person doing something is usually we call it doer. चलो doer भी है plus subject. We call it the subject of the sentence. Suppose I say Rita is walking. So who's walking? Rita. Rita is your subject. What is she doing? Is walking. Walking is your verb. Now since it is, so it is present tense. Walking में ing है, so that is continuous. So this is present continuous tense. This is one thing. If I say Ram ate an ice cream. Ram कौन है? Subject. What is the verb here? Ate. And what did he eat is the object. What did he eat? He ate an ice cream. So ice cream is your object. This is called object of the verb. This is called object of the verb. Now, first thing, when we give importance to subject, we use it first. When we are giving importance to the subject doing the work, we use the subject first. That is active sentence. This is not a golden rule as such, but Abhi, for understanding, let's concentrate on few things. Then when you go to class 6, class 7, you'll learn in deep. You'll get deeper work, detailed work will be there. This is just the beginning for you. So let's understand little bit at a time. I know it will not be very easy for you to do, but with practice, and because it is not much given here, you'll be able to do. So when I say Ram ate an ice cream is the object for the verb ate. What did he eat? So we need three things. We need a subject, we need a verb, we need an object. Okay. Now when we are giving importance, who ate an ice cream? Ram ate. This is active sentence. If we give importance to the object, doer is not so important, then we call it a passive sentence. And how does it become then? Ice cream was eaten by Ram. The ice cream was eaten by Ram. Now, two things we really need to remember always about active passive. There are two kinds of exercises that can be done here. Number one, first, fill in the blanks using the correct form of verb and filling in the blanks. Second exercise, Second thing we can do about active passive is turning or converting the sentences from active to passive. Convert the sentence from active to passive. Okay. So, two things we need to remember. Number one, as we convert the sentences, please, please, please do not change the tense form. Whichever tense it is in the active will be in the passive. If it is simple present, passive may be simple present. If it is past continuous in active, it will be past continuous in passive. If it is simple future in active, it will be simple future in passive. Whichever tense is there in active will be there in passive. There is no change in tense. Second thing we need to remember, whenever we convert from active to passive, the verb is always used in the third form. We always use the third form of verb in passive sentences. Third form means N form, the participle form. Now I had been telling you to learn to at least read repeatedly the three forms of verbs. I hope you must have done. नहीं करा है तो you can do now, but you should know the third form of verb. Passive sentences always take the participle form, never first or second. Okay? So, even if you have not done tenses or three forms of verbs nicely, Abby, you can do. You have time, you can revise your work and please read them repeatedly. Tenses कोई difficult नहीं है. Only thing is we need practice. We need to practice. The more, as soon as you start speaking in English, we are there to correct you. Whosoever hears you wrong will correct you and gradually you will know it. You will be a master, It's not difficult. I tell you, English is easier than Hindi grammar. English grammar is much easier than Hindi grammar. Though we all speak in Hindi, but doing Hindi is very tough. Anyway, we'll concentrate on English. So, active passive tenses करते हैं थोड़ा सा, then we'll revise, then we'll see how to do. Now, I said Ram ate an ice cream. ये active sentence है because we are naming the subject first, Ram. Ate is definitely simply telling you that it is past tense. Ate an ice cream. Past tense है ना? Ice cream is the object. So when we convert it into passive, what do? Object becomes the first thing. Object comes in the beginning. The ice cream was eaten by Ram. An ice cream was. Why was? Because ate हमारा past tense verb है. So we use past tense. Now Ram is one, so we use was. If there were two people, we could have used were. Ram one है, so we say was. An ice cream was eaten by Ram. Now you read these sentences given here and try to understand, but the best understanding will be in the class when we do the exercises. Best understanding will be in the class when we do the exercises. Plus, whenever you have a doubt, please clear it. If you have any doubt, please clear it. Most important is this. छोटा सा भी doubt ना in the mind, please talk about it in the class. Okay? Bye bye.